Hi, my name is Samantha Maynard. I'm doing a process film on an international relations student, also my best friend. Introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit
Hello.
about yourself.
Hi, my name is Aiden Briggs. I'm an international relations student at Cleveland State University, and I'm excited to join for this interview today.
What inspired you to major in international relations?
The whole situation going on with Israel and Palestine is really what caught my attention and made me decide my major in international relations.
And how do you define international relations in your own words?
International relations is the study of states on a global scale, and more specifically, how they interact with one another.
And what do you find most challenging about studying your major?
My major of international relations comes with a lot of legal terminology and a lot of vocabulary that is hard to memorize. That would be the most struggling thing I can think of.
And do you care to share one of those vocabulary words with us?
One that I have learned recently is writ of certiorari. Basically, when the Supreme Court wants to steal a case from lower courts, not really steal it, but more so review it, they write a writ of certiorari which grants them the case.
What kind of career do you hope to pursue after earning your international relations degree?
After graduation, I plan to either enroll in law school or go to work for an international organization.
What skills do you think are important for someone working in your major, and how are you personally developing them?
Communication is often a person's first thought when it comes to international work. However, I would argue that empathy is first and foremost when you're dealing with a world full of 7 billion. Well, how many people in the world? We have 8 billion people in the world, and we all need to take the time to get to understand each other a bit more.
So, are there any tips that you have for people studying your major?
Honestly, I would say download Quizlet, make some flashcards, get to know all the terminology that's involved. That's a big struggle that I've had. But also, ultimately, follow what your heart decides. If you're struggling a lot in your classes and you're not really feeling the topics, the major may not be for you, and that's okay to admit. It's better to do what you want to do rather than waste time knowing that your heart's not fully in it.
What global event or development has most influenced your worldview?
The genocide being committed in Palestine at the hands of Israel and the United States collectively is really what caught my attention and pulled me towards international relations.
Who is an international leader or diplomat you admire and why?
I admire Greta Thunberg a lot. She's done a lot for the advocacy of human rights on a global scale, and that really needs to be focused on.
Let me be very clear. There is a genocide going on in front of our very eyes. A live-streamed genocide on all of our phones. No one has the privilege to say we are not aware of what is happening.
She's also put a lot of effort into her fight for climate change, and that is very important.
In school on the other side of the ocean. Yet you all come to us young people for hope. How dare you?
What do you think are the most pressing global challenges today?
A very pressing global challenge that comes to my mind is that of climate. As I previously mentioned, our world is falling apart as we're living in it. And people don't realize that a lot of global events, such as Israel versus Palestine, have a big hand in climate change. Using a lot of weapons and bombs that affect the environment negatively is doing nothing to help our situation. And I think there needs to be a change in that.
Where do you see yourself making the most impact in the field of international relations over the next 5 to 10 years?
I honestly see myself doing a big job in human rights. I want to work with an organization like United Nations. You know, one factor about United Nations that people often critique is the fact that it has no teeth, so to speak. There's no enforcement of the international law that is prescribed via the organization, and honestly, that needs to change. You can't just make a list of rules and then not enforce them.
Is there any final words that you'd like to say to the audience, anyone who might be thinking about taking your major, anything like that?
I would say honestly, choose what your heart decides. And thank you for having me for this lovely interview. And more importantly, thank you to Samantha Maynard for inviting me to this lovely interview.
You're so welcome.